Hello, awesome people! Today I was asked to compare two apps and see which is the best one to help you practice English speaking. And get ready because the results weren't exactly what I expected. I prepared three special tools. The first is my phone, and I'm ready to try these apps to see which one performs best. The second is a tool that I created personally to measure the two apps in terms of how much they cost, how easy they are to use, if and how they correct your pronunciation, and how much they help to build your vocabulary. This should definitely be enough so that we can understand which one is the real king of the AI apps to train your speaking skills. Yes, I mentioned a third tool because to perform this task, I need my testing hat. So, if we're ready, let's begin. So, before we even begin, we have to realize that we have to download these apps. And I already know that there are some problems here, because many of us live in countries where we can't download any app we want. But there's a way to turn around this little issue and get you these apps. I've got introduced to a special website called APK Pure, which I want to show you right now. This website is perfect to download any app from any country. If you just click on the lens up here, and you can see I've already tried, you can type in Elsa Speak and you find it right here. The same goes for Pi. If you search for Pi AI, once again, it's the first one, Pi, your personal AI assistant. You just press download and you continue. So with this out of the way, let's begin by measuring how much they cost. So step 1, downloading Pi. Alright, so I just downloaded the app and we're already inside it. Apparently, there's nothing that's stopping me from starting a conversation straight away. I see a phrase right here over the screen, and if I want to start a conversation, I just need to press this button. This means that Pi is definitely free. Awesome! Let's see what happens when I try to download Tesla. But let's see what happens when I try to download Elsa. So I'm going ahead and install that, and we're in. So your personal AI English pronunciation coach, I already like this one. I already like the idea that there's a pronunciation coach right there for me. This is definitely something that I would want to have. So let's press on start. Let's see what's going on here.
Why do you want to use Elsa?
Cool, it's asking me to repeat something straight away. Can you see? Speak this sentence. Alright. Hi Elsa, I can't wait to improve my English speaking skills. You sound 77% like a native speaker. Okay, I like this one. Okay, I really like this app. Let's press continue. What's your native language? And my native language is Italian. Yeah, Italiano. Why are you practicing English? Let's go with job opportunities. What's your English level? Well, let's go with intermediate. Yeah, intermediate. And oh, what's your practice goal? This is interesting. This is interesting because it's already telling you that this is something to do daily, all right? As you can see here, all right, you have 10-minute practice, 15-minute practice, 20-minute practice daily, all right? Per day, not just once per week. This needs to be clear, right? So in my case, I want to go with medium practice. I got 15 minutes to spare. Let's do this. When's a good time? Oh, I love that. I love that. It's also asking you, when do you want to practice? That's extremely important. 9 p.m. Nah, it's definitely too late for me. Let's go way before that. Let's I usually wake up at 6, but I don't really feel like talking at that time. Let's hit next. And we got some price going on. Alright, so I'm gonna go with a free trial. How about that? But we already know that there's a cost for it. Alright, so it's time to understand who wins this first round. We already know that Pi is for free. As soon as you download the app, you can start speaking straight away. So I'm gonna give 10 points to Pi for this. Thank you, Pi, for letting us use your app for free. Whereas Elsa, well, Elsa, you have to pay something for it. I'm gonna give it anyway a 6 because from the start, it looks professional and a pretty good help. Now, next one is it easy to use? So, Pi first. As soon as you get into the app, you get greeted with something like, "Hey there, great to meet you. I'm Pi, your personal AI. My goal is to be useful, friendly, and fun. Ask me for advice, for answers, or let's talk about whatever's on your mind. How's your day going?" This is a very straightforward approach. There's no setup. You just go straight into talking, just like you were talking with another human being. So let's move around the app a little bit. I see these 3 dots up here and they just capture my attention.
Use me as an extension of your mind to reflect on new perspectives, and you'd hear me in this voice.
Okay, I particularly like this voice. His voice is full and rounded, yeah. As you can see, there's something very, very, very important all of us need, which is the playback speed, because it can go a little slower.
I can write stories, brainstorm ideas, or explore today's news. And I can sound like this if you choose.
Okay, but if you feel super confident and you want to challenge yourself, how about we go super fast?
I can write stories, brainstorm ideas, or explore today's news. And I can sound like this if you choose.
This is awesome because it's challenging and it trains you to understand when somebody's speaking with you at full speed. Alright, let's go with this one. We decided on this one. And then what else? We can just begin. Okay, so how's your day going? Hey there, my day is going great. I'm in the process right now of showing you to my beautiful audience who want to know their best way for practicing English speaking. And I'm comparing you with Elsa Speak.
Hi, Albert. It's great to hear that you're doing well. It's also exciting that you're showcasing me to your audience. Both I and Elsa Speak can be valuable tools for practicing English speaking, depending on what the user is looking for. While I can engage in personalized conversations and provide varied responses, Elsa Speak focuses on pronunciation training and offers detailed feedback. It really comes down to what suits the individual best.
Alright, in terms of how easy it is to use, I will give another 10 points to Pi because you just jump in a conversation as soon as you get inside the app. And unfortunately for Elsa, at the moment, I can only sit on 5, merely on the promise of great pronunciation corrections. So far, if you want to practice English speaking, Pi AI seems the most logical choice because, well, you don't have many strings attached and you can just speak freely like you would with another human being. But is really Pi all rainbows and unicorns? Let's see how well they correct your pronunciation. This time, let's begin with Elsa. Since Pi told us how great she is with correcting your pronunciation, my expectations are really high here. Let's try to study by topic. And let's go over small talk.
Nice. Your turn. Press the microphone icon and then speak the phrase.
Nice. Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Right?
Live.
Ooh. Live. Almost correct.
Cafeteria.
Cafeteria. Thank you.
Restaurant.
Restaurant.
Hey, a few of us are heading to the cafeteria for lunch. Wanna come?
Actually, I brought leftovers today.
Nice. What did you bring?
I made a big pot of couscous with fresh veggies last night. Alright, I can see how Elsa can really help you improve your pronunciation. Using repetition is a very smart move, as you achieve two incredible results. First, you learn a new word. Second, you practice its pronunciation straight from the start. And this is exactly the same way I used to become fluent. Literally every single time I found a new word, I was repeating it back. Achieve. Then I was trying to use the same word in a million different contexts. So Elsa seems a very tough cookie to beat. Let's see how Pi can deal with this. Hey there, can you help improve my pronunciation? For example, if I said pronunciation, could you really detect it as something wrong?
Definitely. I can help with your pronunciation. If you say a word incorrectly, I can detect it and help you correct it. For example, if you said pronunciation instead of pronunciation, I would let you know that pronunciation is incorrect and provide you with the correct pronunciation. This way, you can improve your pronunciation skills over time.
It's time to update the score. Clearly, Pi doesn't really provide this particular feature. This app relies a lot on the way you type the word down rather than actually listening to the way you pronounce something. So here Elsa wins. Yep, definitely it does win. Not only does it correct your pronunciation, but it helps you moving forward. Now, does it help with expanding the vocabulary? Alright, let's begin with Pi and let's give it a chance to redeem itself. So, to try this feature, I'm gonna start a conversation and then I'm going to ask the meaning of a particular word. So, Pi, can you please tell me the best way possible to improve your pronunciation in the least amount of time? Okay. Why did you stop speaking? And this isn't even the first time that happens actually. But anyway, I'm really curious to see what Elsa can do for your vocabulary. Okay, look at this. Elsa AI Conversations Refund Status Inquiry. If it's really this good, this is something to really try out.
You are a customer support agent at a retail company. Your role is to assist a customer who is frustrated about the status of a refund. Verify their information, confirm the refund status, and provide an update. Start with, let's verify your information and check on the status of your refund.
Let's verify your information and check on the status of your refund.
Okay, thank you.
Ah, this is all on me. Alright, so now we're talking. So can you begin with telling me your name, please?
My name is Sarah.
Can you also provide a last name, please?
My last name is Smith.
Alright, Sarah. Nice to meet you. My name's Albert and I'm here to help you. When were you supposed to receive the refund?
I was supposed to receive the refund 3 weeks ago.
That seems like a long time ago. Okay, let me check if I can be of any help.
Yes, it is quite frustrating to have to wait this long for a refund. Any updates would be greatly appreciated.
Hi Sarah, I just checked with the refund department and they are telling me that the refund is on its way, and they also apologize for the delay and they are giving you a free, or they are giving you a 30% discount on your next purchase with us. Would you be happy with this?
Yes, I would appreciate the discount. Thank you for informing me. Is there an estimated date of when the refund will arrive?
It should be arriving by tomorrow, 3 p.m. And I'll be personally getting in touch with you in case this doesn't happen.
Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate your help.
Roleplay completed. Well done. We are computing your feedback.
Alright, I have to say that Elsa's roleplay feature is extremely cool. So Pi gets a nice 7 this time, whereas Elsa, well, this time Elsa completely nailed it. Well done. When it comes to vocabulary, I can really say that both the apps are absolutely great. Pi is great because it gives you the possibility of listening new words, expressions, and idioms even in context. So if you're able to pick them up, then you can use them in other phrases. But the process is not guided, meaning if you don't pick that particular expression, Pi is not making any effort to help you out. On the other hand, Elsa Speak does a great job with that, because by repeating whatever the app is suggesting you, you're already acquiring the new words because you listen, you repeat back those words and phrases. And if you're ready, we're now about to see the clear winner of today's test. And today's winner is Elsa! Congratulations to the developers of Elsa for creating such an amazing product. But all in all, we haven't even tried Pi. And the reason for all of those glitches is deeper than I thought. In fact, upon editing this video, I made some research and I discovered that the creators of the app have essentially abandoned Pi and are now focused on other projects. At the same time, my friend, when one door closes, another one opens. And what a door, my friend! I mean, Elsa is a very solid and extremely useful app. With it, you can easily build your vocabulary with a lot of very useful words and phrases. And the roleplay game? That's fantastic. In fact, I was so happy that I spoke with the guys at Elsa Speak and they gave me a very good discount I can share with you. So take my advice. If you want to improve your English for work, go check the link I left down here. If on the other hand you still feel like watching some other videos, then watch this other one where I'm going to show you a very simple study plan to include English speaking in your daily routine using AI. So whichever app you decide to use, you know what steps to take to reach your fluency goals. See you in there.